Good morning. Today is the 7th of January and we're going to be going on for my day 4 of the 12 days cast-ons. So today is my first day at university. I'm starting my master's degree today. So I'm going in and I've got an interview. I've got to go and speak to the disability team, got to go and collect things like my cards and, you know, ID and all that sort of stuff. And then there's a little welcome talk that I've got to go to, yeah, and collect a few bits. And then after that, the main thing is there's another big induction talk that's around 2 hours long, but that one's virtual, so I'm going to go and sit in the library and listen to that. Got my iPad fully charged, ready to go, and my headphones all ready to go as well. So yeah, so I've got a 2 hour window where I'm on this virtual thing, and it's mostly going through things like the student handbook and stuff like that. So there's not going to be a need for me to take many notes. I will have my notepad open with me and the pen there ready to go, but yeah, for the most part, very little need for me to take notes. So I thought, let's take some knitting along with me today. So bearing in mind that I need to be able to focus on the lecture rather than what I'm working on, I've decided to get started on the mitts that I want to make. So these are like fingerless gloves. These ones effectively, yeah, and the idea with these, why I want to make some fingerless gloves, is because I do have a pair of gloves that I do wear when it gets cold, but they are leather gloves, well, faux leather gloves, and it means that you can't use your touchscreen on your phone and things like that. So I want a pair of fingerless gloves so I've got a bit more of the freedom to do things like that. Also, like, you know, having to count change on my purse, you know, getting on the bus, things like that, it's harder to do when I've got the gloves on. So I thought, yeah, let's make some fingerless gloves. Also means if I'm sat outside somewhere and it's a bit cold, or sat on the bus and it's a bit cold, I don't have to take my gloves off to do anything like knit and things like that. So yeah, I've got a pattern that I want to use. It's a free pattern that'll be down in the description box below, like always. But the yarn I use is that my ball winder went a bit crazy when I was winding this up. So yeah, it's not really doing it justice, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's all these reds, blues and yellows, and it is from Mouse Switch Yarns. It is called Astral Journey. Now, the reason why I went for it was because the colours are red, blue and yellow, and they are the colours on the autism awareness ribbon, like how you've got things like red for AIDS, pink for breast cancer. The autism awareness ribbon is puzzle pieces with red, blue and yellow. So that's what I've gone with that. It does call for 2.25mm needles. Now I'm going to try with the 2.5 and potentially I'm just probably going to go down on the stitch count a little bit, just because I don't have any 2.25 needles. I never use 2.25, so I didn't really want to order them in just for this project. So yeah, I'm gonna just use the 2.5s and go down on the stitch count a little bit. So yeah, that's what the plan is. I'll come and show you how I get on at the end of the day. I've got it all ready to go in this little bag with the umbrellas on. This was made by Jeanette of Crafty Clegs, like Mandy of Mouse Switch Yarns. They'll all be linked down below in the description box. Go and check Mandy and Jeanette's shops out. They are very talented at what they do. Mandy does gorgeous yarns and Jeanette does absolutely fabulous bags, and also has like other little items in her Etsy shop every now and again. But anyway, I'm gonna go grab some breakfast and get ready to leave, and I'll speak to you all later, and hopefully I'll have something to show you. Bye. Right, so I have just gone to edit the second part of this video, and the clip was corrupted, somehow getting transferred from my phone to my computer on my laptop. So I thought I'll come on and show you again here. This is how much that I've managed to get done on the mitts. And here we are, this is the reverse here. I love how this, you know, the colour is sort of going in like a ziggy-zag sort of pattern. It is pulling a bit, but it's sort of on a slant. So there we are. That's how it's looking. I love it. I really love how it's coming out. Get a bit of a better look on this side. I really love how that yarn is doing that with the micro stripes. I really think it is pretty, and it's been so fun to work on. I am starting to, for the most part so far, it's just been, you know, either rib or knitting round and round, but we're now starting to go onto the thumb and making a bit of space for that. So yeah, I thought this is going to get a bit where it gets a bit more complicated, but so far it's still pretty easy. It's still TV knitting, but I do have to remember how, like, every now and again check how many rounds I've done and that, and yeah, just double check, make sure that I'm putting the increases at the right time. But that's why I've put extra stitch markers in to help me work out with the thumb increases and things like that. So yeah, got a bit of that done, and it is going to be a priority getting this one done, because let me tell you, we need it at the moment. Can't remember the last time that I could throw something out in the wheelie bins outside without having to get warm water first and pouring it over the lid to be able to open it, because with the ice it's just freezing shut. But yeah, so that's how much I've got on it. Most of that was done when I got home from uni. I didn't actually have I did have that 1 hour session that was done via like Zoom and thing. It was a library thing, so yeah, we did that one, and it was only about an hour, and that the rest of it was all in person in a class, and we met quite a few different members of staff. So we met like the campus manager, we met the manager, because the university I go to has got campuses throughout the UK, mostly based in other universities throughout the UK. So there's like 3 or 4 around my area in the northwest. So basically there's someone who's a manager of all 4 of them. He came and spoke to us for an hour. I said the manager of our campus here in Liverpool, they came and they were there speaking to us. They're also going to be one of our tutors. Yeah, and we got to meet the staff member who's, you know, going to be supporting us if we've got any issues. We go and speak to them and all that. And you know, the careers advisor, the pro bono advisor, all them came to chat to us, and it was really nice. The cohort I'm in is really small. There's 11 of us. I mean, they all seem really lovely, so that's nice. And the fact that it's quite a small cohort, that's also quite nice, because, you know, it makes it a lot easier, and like getting to chat to people and all that. And you know, the staff were really lovely. Like when we'd done all the in-person, like, right, okay, you can go now, you're more than welcome to go, but we've bought like these Subway platters for you in the room next door. We've got drinks in there for you. Feel free to come on in, have a little chat. So we came in and, you know, we're chatting to each other, and you know, even the staff who delivered the sessions for us, those who could stay, because obviously that day we'd had snow, so it affected a lot of transport, so other staff had to get to different places and they've had to give extra time because of the weather. But yeah, the staff were coming over and chatting to us, you know, asking, you know, what did you do before this? Like, you know, what's your bachelor's degree in? You know, where did you go to university? Where you're from? And stuff like that. What made you choose this? You know, and it was really lovely that the tutors and the staff were taking that much of an interest in you. Yeah, because don't get me wrong, the staff when I did my bachelor's degree were absolutely lovely, particularly my tutor Emma, and David, who was my dissertation tutor, particularly them, they were fabulous. But yeah, no, this one, it's nice because it was like all the staff. Again, I think it's one that's perks of being in quite a small cohort. So yeah, that's what it's been like. It's been nice. And yeah, did that for an hour. Did that for the hour streaming session on the bus home, which wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot worse with the, I thought it was going to end up like being really delayed because of the snow, but it wasn't too bad. And then yeah, when I got home that night, I just did a little bit more on it, and I don't think I've got too bad considering it was a fairly busy day. But yeah, that's how much I've got on, and yeah, I'll see you in 2 days time where I'll be casting on another item.